Good morning, friends. Hello, friends. Hello. Welcome to yoga in our local park here. It's so nice to be in nature. And you might notice my t-shirt too. It has a message on it, straight out of kidneys. You know that in my other job, besides teaching yoga, I work as a nurse specialist with people who have lost their kidney function. And this shirt was given to me by a absolutely beautiful young woman who had lost her kidney function. Her name is Brittany, and she gave me permission to share her story with you. And the thing about losing your kidney function is it's a pretty big deal. Life changes a lot when you have to face things like dialysis and kidney transplant. And it's a big part of suffering in your life. And one of the things I share with my patients and is about my own journey in facing difficulty. And that is that it's universal. Every one of us is going to face difficulty in this life. It's just a matter of time. Loss and suffering is a part of every human's experience. And one of the ways through this I have found is I needed to reconnect with what brings me joy. This is an important thing to know, what brings me joy. And for me, it has a lot to do with my family, my children, and connecting with the fact that I want to be an amazing mom and partner. And that brings me joy and my motivation. The second part to look at is that pain. Typically, my immediate reaction to pain is resistance, moving away from it. But I have learned not to fear my pain because there is something to be gained from pain, and it's not going to go away. It's here. This suffering is part of my life. And knowing how to make it through is the way I'm wanting to go. So not to fear the pain or fear or hate my pain, because sometimes the resistance presents itself as hating the pain. And instead finding a soft, tender space to hold my pain and bring kindness to it so that I can work with this pain and find freedom from it. The pain oftentimes in my life has led me on the most amazing life-changing journeys. So listening to my pain has been a really important lesson. So with that thought in mind this morning, I want to take you through what I'm calling an intuitive yoga practice, where we're really going to be listening in to what's going on and responding. So your practice there at home may be looking a little different than my practice, and that's okay because we're going to practice listening. So let's begin with settling ourselves on our mat, maybe taking one deep breath in and letting it go. And we'll start with a little bit of a breath practice, and this will be a 4-part breath practice. So just first noticing the inhale and the exhale, 2 parts of the breath. Really noticing that inhale and the exhale. Inhale and exhale. And now bringing attention to the bottom and the top of the breath. Feeling a little pause in both. So a little pause, inhale, pause, and exhale. I'm going to give you a little more instruction about the pause at the top of the inhale. So when you draw the breath in, we want the body to be as relaxed as possible, and continuing to hold an inhale can be very challenging. So what we do is at the top of the inhale, you use the tongue to press up against the soft palate. So you block the exhale, and then you let go in the body. And then you release the tongue and have the exhale. At the bottom of the breath, just allow the breath to be out of the body until you have a feeling of a hunger for the breath. Then take a nice full breath in. At the top of the breath, press the tongue in the back of the throat so you really feel it block the passageway of the air. And then let go in the body and just enjoy that fullness. And then release the tongue and let the exhale happen. Coming to the end of the exhale, just pausing in emptiness at the bottom, letting the body rest. Let's do a couple more. Inhale. Pause. Let go. Release the tongue and exhale. Coming to emptiness and pausing. Feeling the hunger and inhaling. Block the throat. Release. Move the tongue and exhale. Let the body empty. On your own now, following this breath pattern, 4 parts. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. And now returning to the natural breath. Begin to bring the attention into the neck. Just sensing the neck, maybe a tiny movement in the neck, and feeling if there's any area of the neck desiring to have a little stretch. Tipping the head away from that side of the neck. Maybe letting the chin roll down to the chest. And then stretching out the other side of the neck. When your head is tipped away, see if moving the shoulder feels good. Opening up that side of the neck. And the other. Listening to your neck. When you've stretched out the neck adequately, reach long through the crown of the head, letting the spine be long. Drop the shoulders back and down. Roll the shoulders forward up towards the ears and back and down. Let's begin to warm up the arms and the chest. Checking in with what feels like it's right. Bring the hands to the heart. Press the hands together. Take an exhale here. Inhale and bloom a lotus. Exhale, coming down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time reaching up tall. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, open up in a rainbow. Inhale, scoop up the breath. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, rainbow. Feel that letting go of the breath. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands to the heart, pressing them together. And release. Bring your one hand inside of the knee and sweep the other hand open, taking a nice stretch across the chest. Inhale through the center. Take it to the other side. Inhale through center and sweep it open. Inhale through center and sweep it open, opening across the chest. One more time each side. Nice and open. And releasing once more. And then coming back to seated and just noticing how the body's warming up. Let's play with the hands a little bit. Feeling into your hands, are there any stiffness there, and just giving them a little warm up. Interlace the fingers together and press the palms away. Exhale here. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, little side bend off to one side. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, side bend to the other side. Inhale up. And release the hands. Coming out into a T, drop that right hand to the mat and sweep it over. Inhale through the center. Drop the hand to the mat and sweep that top arm over as you bring the elbow closer to the mat. Inhale. Let that arm that reaches up grow nice and long. And then gently let it come over the body, opening the side body. This time raise the gaze up to the sky. Inhale here. And then release, coming through center. Drop that hand down and sweep it over. Oh, feel that nice stretch in the body. Inhale, gaze up to the sky. And release back to the center. And just taking a moment to noticing how you feel in the upper body. If it's adequately warmed up, or pause the video and take a little more time to warm up your upper body. Now let's come over onto our hands and knees. We'll set our block aside if you have one. We'll take a little cat-cow here to warm up the spine. Vidyalasana, or cow posture, lets the tailbone come up and the gaze come forward. Exhale, tuck the toes and arch the back. Actually, we'll untuck the toes and arch the back. Inhale, we'll tuck the toes, coming to Vidyalasana. Exhale, untuck the toes, Marjarasana. And taking it at any speed that's right for you to just warm up the spine with the breath. Then we'll come to a balanced table. So we'll push that right heel back, left thumb to the sky. Feel them reaching away from each other. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep away from the center. Inhale long and away. Once more, long and away. Long and home. Kickstand the foot out to the side. We'll come into a side plank. So we're going to bear some weight on this hand and let this toe be out to the side. Then reach up and just feel how the spine feels long and a little bit of energy coming upward out of that left knee and hip. Reaching through the fingertips. Let that toe reach away from each other. Fingers and toes, long line of energy there. And then push off that bottom hand and come into a gate posture. Taking a nice side bend here. Again, opening that side body. Feeling that stretch. Whatever your body desires. Okay, coming back here to the center. We'll come into that cat-cow posture again. This time on the other side. We'll move the spine to warm it up. 2 or 3 times here. And we're going to take the balance table on this side. So push the other leg out, nice and long, and the right thumb to the sky. Feel it grow, a lot of length between the fingertip and the heel. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep away from center. Inhale long and away. Long and away. And coming long and bringing it back home. Kickstand that foot out to the side. We'll take side plank on this side. So reaching, energy comes through the fingertips from the hand that's on the mat to the fingertips that are in the sky, and then out through that foot. Always lines of energy, reaching away from the center of you. So a nice long line of energy right through the crown, another line of energy right through the arms. That line through the crown might reach all the way out through the foot, or you might switch it and bring it through the fingertip to the heel. Now we'll push off that bottom hand and sweep over in a gate pose. Here we're going to get some nice energy here. Feeling that stretch and side bend. And inhale and release. Coming back to our table. We'll stretch the calf on either side. So push that heel back on the right. Push into both hands. Let that leg grow long. And then on the left. Warming up every part of the body. Now keeping the knees here, hands print one print forward. Drop the hips towards the front of the mat. Squeeze the glutes, lift a little through the heart. You can untuck the toes here. And then on the exhale, push the hips back, lengthen the tailbone towards the heels. Inhale, float forward to plank. Exhale, push it up to down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Drop the knees, push it back to child's pose. Inhale, forward to that modified up dog. Exhale, push it back to child. Inhale, float forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Pausing in down dog here, sway your hips a little. Lengthen out the side body. See how that feels. Let the heart come towards the thighs. A little softness in the knees might be helpful. And then just pressing the heels a little bit towards the mat. Work on the backs of the legs a bit. One heel, all the weight into that foot, and then the other. Then balance it out a little bit, floating back and forth, plank to down dog, plank to down dog. And then walking those feet towards the hands, or the hands towards the feet. If you have little bits of grass on your feet, you can pick that off or leave it there. Inhale to a halfway lift. Feel that spine get long again. Tailbone to crown. Exhale and soften. Inhale, halfway lift again. Really scooping that belly in even as you inhale. And on the exhale, staying here in half lift and let the belly really come in. Inhale again. Exhale and fold. A little softness in the knees perhaps. Nod the head yes. Let the neck release a little in the inversion. Turning the head side to side. Inhale, sweep the arms behind you, a nice strong flat back, raising up to the sky. And exhale, hands to the heart. And we'll come to the top of our mat now, and we'll begin some of our flow practice. Okay, finding your mountain posture. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, stepping back on the right, runner's lunge. Plant the right hand down and take the twist towards the knee. Bring the left hand down and push the feet away from each other as you rise in crescent lunge. Feel that psoas muscle opening here, pressing the feet away from each other, lifting a bit through the heart. Then exhale and fold towards the mat. If you have a block, you can use it here. The goal is here to straighten that forward hip leg and bring that left hip back, lengthening through that hamstring. Softening with the exhale over that forward leg. Inhale, softening the knee a little bit, planting the hands, and stepping back to plank. We'll take a knees, chest, and chin down. Inhale, raise up into cobra, elbows close together. Feel the length of the spine reaching through the crown. Tuck the toes, exhale, down dog. A little movement of the hips side to side. Sweep that right foot up, and on the exhale, bring it forward between the hands. I want to take a little bit of a active pigeon here, so I'm bringing my block to the outside of the right foot, heel toe over to the left corner of the mat, and begin to drop that right knee towards the mat. So you want to feel that in the outer right hip. And it may even help to stretch the body over towards the foot. So bringing more of the length of the body over towards the foot that's on the left edge of the mat. Feeling that stretch even up into this part of the side body, the right side. And then heel toe back into the lunge position. Plant the left hand down, take that dragonfly twist. Plant the hand down and step forward, forward fold. Feel the difference on the right and left side. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. We'll take these moves on the other side. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, stepping back on the left. Plant the left hand down and take that dragonfly twist. We were just here. We're taking it again. Bring the right hand down, and this time press the feet away from each other so you can lift up through the body. Feel that long line of energy lifting up, crescent lunge. The psoas opening here on the left. Exhale and fold. Option to use your block here on the inside of that right foot. Draw that right hip back, really lengthening here, lengthening through the back of the leg, and softening the body over the leg. Use that exhale. And then coming forward, planting both hands and stepping the right foot back to meet the left. And we'll take a little flow here. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, push it up, down dog. Inhale the left heel up to the sky. Reach through that leg. Bring it forward between the hands. Active pigeon on this side, so heel toe over to the right corner of the mat. Slowly bringing that knee down. Let the length of the body reach over towards that right corner of the mat, even as the left knee slowly is folding out in that external rotation. So feeling quite a stretch in the outer left hip and the left side body. Breathing with it here. This is where it really helps to listen to the practice in your body. Breathe with it. And then gently walking that foot back over into the lunge position. Planting the right hand down again. And taking the dragonfly twist. Bringing both hands down, stepping that right foot forward to meet the left, taking that forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. I got a lot of sunshine on me today. That warmth feels beautiful. Warming up the body. Okay, coming again to the top of your mat for another flow. Finding your mountain. Feel the weight landing in the heels. Inhale the arms up. On the exhale, sweep them back and drop the hips into a chair. Feel the heels landing, feet pressing a bit away from each other. Breathing here. Try and keep the heart lifted. And if it's a bit uncomfortable for your shoulders, you can bring the shoulders back behind you. Lift through the back of the arms. Broaden across the chest. Or cactus arms. With the exhale, we'll fold. Coming to that forward fold, let that neck release. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Stepping back to our plank. In plank, feeling that line of energy between the heels and the crown. Take the gaze a bit beyond the edge of your mat. Feel the shoulders draw down. Keep the back lifted just a little bit so the low back is comfortable. Option for chaturanga here, rolling over the toes, floating down. Inhaling to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left heel. And sweep it forward between the hands. Drop the back toes to 3 o'clock. Bring the elbow onto the knee. Open up an extended side angle. Press the 2 feet away from each other. Float to warrior 2. Turn the front palm up and take the back palm, aiming towards the back of the mat with the gaze and a launching warrior. And then a proud or reverse warrior. Ooh, that's a bit high. Hard for me to block the sun so I can do the proud warrior. Floating back to warrior 2. Press through the heel, coming to a preparation for Trikonasana. Draw the right hip back, float it out, and come down into triangle posture. Bringing both hands to the inside of that right foot. Walk yourself over to the long edge of the mat. Heel toe out to a full straddle. Coming into a bit of an inversion. Let the neck release. Walk the hands through the feet, nodding. And walk the hands out in front of you. Plant the hands directly under the gaze and sweep the left hand to the sky. Keep the sacrum flat. And then bring that hand down and take the revolution in the other direction. Bringing that hand down, walk both hands to the back of your mat. Coming into a warrior 2 footing here. So the toes on the right facing forward and the back toes in a heel to arch alignment, facing off at 9 o'clock. Bring the right elbow to the right knee and sweep open, extended side angle on this side. Feet pressing away from each other. The line of energy through the arms, reaching away, heart open, length through the crown. Sweeping up to warrior 2. Roll the front hand over and take that launching warrior as gaze comes to the back. Feel those hands reaching away from each other. Drop the hand on the thigh. Proud warrior, gaze up at the sky. Returning to warrior 2. 2 or 3 breaths here. Let the shoulders come down and soften. The front quad is starting to warm up. Kick it back. Draw that right hip back. Float it out. Drop into your Trikonasana, triangle posture. Bring the left hand down to meet the right and walk yourself over to the long edge of the mat in that full straddle again. This time we'll start with both hands over on that right ankle. Left hand on the outside of the right ankle or calf. Little softness in the knee. Draw the heart towards the knee. Reach the hand up to the sky. Both hands come down to the mat, and we'll walk it over for that straddle fold twist on the other side. Right hand on the outside of the left ankle, a little softness in the knee. Bring the heart towards the knee. Left hand into the sky. Bringing the hands to the mat, step the left foot back to meet the right. Coming to your plank again. Feel your plank. Let the crown reach forward, the heels reach back. A little lift in the tailbone. Use the exhales to draw the navel in. Roll over the toes, coming to a low plank and up dog. Inhale here. Exhale, down dog. Couple breaths in down dog. On the inhale, gazing between the thumbs, and on the exhale, hopping or stepping forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and let the hips come low. Land the weight in the heels, reach behind you, and rise into your chair. Weight in the heels, pressing away. Bring the hands to the heart. Drop the elbow inside the knee. Take that twist. Bring the hands back to prayer. Left elbow inside the left knee. Take the twist. Hands into prayer. Press into the heels and splash up. And release. Empty coat sleeves. And breathe. What does your body want? Listen to your body. We'll move into a little core practice now. Sweep the arms up. Feel the length in the side bodies. Exhale, side bend. Inhale through the center. Exhale, side bend. Side bends are extremely good for those muscles on the sides of the spine. Inhale, tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step it out to plank. We'll float our right heel. Option, press to down dog, three-legged down dog. Bend the knee and open the hips. Reach long through the toes. Float it back to plank. Push to three-legged down dog. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Reach back through the leg. Float it back down. Place the right foot down. Come to the left. Push it up. Three-legged down dog. Bend the knee and stack the hips. Lengthen through the toes. Inhale to plank. Exhale, push it back. Bend the knee, open the hips, reach long through the toes, floating back down. Plant the foot down, 2 or 3 breaths here. Pausing at any time that your body needs to by dropping the knees or raising the hips. Either one of those will work. And when you're ready, walk the knees through the arms and unwind onto your back. Bring your block with you. The body come along. Bring our arms out into cactus. And bring the knees up over the hips in tabletop. Drop the knees off to the right. Inhale through center. Drop them off to the left. Follow your breath. One more time each side. And then taking and grabbing on right behind the hips here as you float up onto your elbows and press the toes away. Feel that long line of energy from that toe right into the base of the spine. Inhale it back. Exhale on the other side. Continue this pattern, lifting through the heart. Core work is hard work, but really important for our spine. Once more on either side. Bring the heels down. And I'm going to listen to my body and switch around to the other side because that sun is getting intense. And we'll roll down for a bridge. Bring the heels behind the hips. Plant the heels. And push the low back towards the earth. Inhale it up. And exhale, roll up into your bridge. You may bring the fingertips to the back of the heels, draw the knees together and squeeze the glutes. On the next exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, gently unwind the spine. Bring the knees in towards the chest and rock the low back, maybe with some big circles. Draw that right knee in as the left heel goes long. And let those toes go to the sky. Little circle with the ankle. And bringing that foot down. Let the left knee come in. Right heel goes long. And walk your hands up the back of that left leg. Couple circles with the ankle. Letting the breath deepen. Checking in with your body. What do you need in this moment? Taking your block if it's nearby and sliding it underneath the hips for legs up the wall. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Start having some of those letting go breaths where you really let an exhale happen. And then float those heels to the sky. Bring the breath in. Letting it go. Nice full breath. And let it go. One more time. more natural breath now and letting the heels drift away from each other if an inner thigh stretch feels good. Option to take your hands to support the legs on the outside of the thighs if you'd like. What is your body desiring for movement? What does your heart need? Let the next exhale bring the heels back together. And the next exhale, drift the knees towards the chest. Holding on to the left knee, let the right leg go long. Open that right hip flexor. And then switching, right knee in, and open the left hip flexor. Both knees in and bringing the heels down to the earth. Let the soles of the feet come together as the knees drift apart, reaching off at 45 away from your body. Rock the hips a little left and right, arms in cactus, this floating goddess in our beautiful garden. Let the breath be free. Bring the knees back together, press into the heels, lift the hips, and set the block aside as you prepare for your Savasana. Taking a moment to unwind the body onto the mat. Letting the body soften into the earth as it supports you. Use the breath, a nice big breath, helping you let go. I'm reminded of the poem, 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn, a cool breeze in summer, snow in winter. If your mind is not crowded by unnecessary things, this is the most beautiful season of your life. If your mind is not crowded by unnecessary things, this is the most beautiful season of your life. beginning to find a little movement in your body, connecting with that space around you. Deepening the breath, nourishing yourself with this atmosphere. Taking a bit of a body stretch if that feels good. When you're ready, drawing the knees in towards the chest, comforting the low back. Taking a moment for gratitude for this body, learning these traditions that care for this body, the wisdom of these traditions, so we can care for this body that holds our life. In your time and in your way, coming to a seated posture now, and we'll close our practice together. Thank you, friends, for sharing this intuitive yoga practice, listening in practice with me in this moment in the park. May we learn to listen in to the wisdom inside of us to care for this body. Thank you for sharing with me. Om Shanti, Om Peace. Namaste. Thank you, friends. So good to practice with you. Please don't forget to like the video down here by pressing the little hand that says the thumbs up sign. And leave me some comments on what works for you, so we can continue practicing and caring for our bodies in this time where it's more challenging, so we don't always have access to our traditional routines. Thank you and have a beautiful week. Bye-bye.